Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, came to Jerusalem and besieged it. You know, the whole story begins with a humiliating defeat. The armies of Nebuchadnezzar surround the capital city of Jerusalem, overrun its defenses, the temple, the city. Everything fell into the hands of these pagans who had no respect whatsoever for the God of Israel. And that led to the first deportation, which took Daniel and his 3 friends away with some others. But that wasn't the last of it. Several years later, there were more deportations, and there was greater devastation of Jerusalem. Daniel and his friends were taken away from Jerusalem, away from Israel, away from the land and the people that shared their heritage, that shared their values, to a place very foreign. They were far away from home. They were separated from all that was familiar, everything that reminded them of the God of Israel, of Yahweh Jehovah. There they were. How would they worship God without the temple? How would they worship God without the constant reminders of their faith? How will they worship God while living among pagan, utterly pagan unbelievers? Perhaps hostile pagan unbelievers. The first thing that comes under attack is your heritage. It's our heritage. These young men were taken away from everything that had grown up with all the support systems, as it were, not only just emotionally, but support systems to their faith, reminders of their faith. The people together whom they worship together, or, let me contextualize, it's like being taken away from your church that you go to every week. It reminds me of how some of our young people go away to another country to study. A lot of them write back and say, I can't find a church like DMC. And that's not to say, wow, DMC is so great. No. It's just that they've gotten used to DMC. We are their community. We are their support system. We encourage one another. And we take them, and they are taken away, in this case by choice, for our students. They go to a different place, and they find people are different. The church culture may be different. And they feel very lost because they've lost that heritage, so to speak, separated. I wouldn't say lost, but they're separated from that heritage. And they need to learn to acclimatize, as it were, get used to it. These 4 young men were forcibly removed from those support systems, from their heritage, the heritage of their faith. Some of our young people, you might be here, okay? I may be speaking to you. But a lot of our young people grow up in Christian homes. I grew up in a Christian home. I am 3rd generation Christian. Okay, my grandfather was a Christian who came from China. Okay, and he was a catechist. He came to teach in churches. I'm a 3rd generation Christian. But I really remember a time when I was in university, I despised my heritage. I asked myself the question, if I had been raised in a different type of home, would I be someone of a different faith? I've learned since not to despise my heritage. I have made my choice to follow Jesus Christ, and I thank God for my heritage. But there will be some of our young people who will be tempted to despise their heritage, especially when they have been removed from their environment of faith. When our young people leave us and go to America, Australia, New Zealand, or some other place, Scotland, England, that's quite a pagan place, And they find it hard, and they're separated from their heritage. Those of us who are parents, are older, we are pastors and leaders, don't underestimate the attack on the heritage of these young people, because they have a tough time. Imagine being thrown into an utterly pagan, overtly hostile environment where there are vestiges of whatever Christianity that they have is constantly attacked. In atheistic schools, they're constantly attacked. Don't underestimate the attack on the heritage of our young people. But that's what will be attacked. Our young people will be attacked in their heritage.